Hey there. If you're watching this, chances are you're feeling nauseous, completely exhausted, and maybe, just maybe, wondering if you're ever going to feel like a normal human being again. Well, in this explainer, we are going to completely change how you think about morning sickness, all based on some really fascinating new science. Okay, let's get right into it.
For so many women, the first trimester just feels like this impossible test of endurance. You're told to just hang in there, that it'll pass, but that feeling of helplessness, of literally just trying to survive each day, it is so incredibly draining. So the real question is, do you really just have to tough it out?
I bet you've heard it all before, and you've probably tried it all too. Eat some crackers before you even get out of bed. Sip some ginger tea. Make sure you're getting enough protein. And when you've tried all of that and you're still nauseous, it is so easy to start believing there's just nothing you can do.
But what if we looked at this from a completely different angle? What if this intense, debilitating nausea isn't just some random, unfortunate side effect of being pregnant? What if your body is actually trying to talk to you, sending you a very specific message that we can actually learn to understand?
So what is really going on in there? Well, the answer lies in a hormone you've probably never even heard of, and it is the absolute key to understanding why you feel so sick. Let's get into the science of it. Right, so you've probably heard of the pregnancy hormone, HCG, but recently scientists have pinpointed another major player, a hormone called GDF15. During pregnancy, the levels of this one hormone absolutely skyrocket, and its main job is to hit the vomiting center in your brainstem.
And when I say skyrocket, I really mean it. We are talking about a 180-fold increase. That is not 180%. It's 180 times more of this hormone flooding your system. It's no wonder your body is having such a hard time adjusting. That is a massive hormonal shift.
And just listen to this quote from a lead researcher at the University of Cambridge. They found it's the baby that's producing GDF15 at levels your body just isn't prepared for. So here's the crucial point. How sick you feel isn't some kind of flaw. It's simply a measure of your body's current sensitivity to this massive hormonal surge. And you know what the good news is? That sensitivity can be changed.
So how can you know if relief is actually possible for you? Well, let's move on to the 7 clear signs of hope. 7 ways to know that your morning sickness is absolutely fixable and that your body is already trying to find its way back to balance.
We're going to walk through 7 signs that prove your nausea isn't set in stone. We're talking about everything from symptoms that change day to day, to specific triggers, and even those really short, wonderful moments where you actually feel okay.
All right, sign number 1, your nausea isn't constant. Maybe it's a nightmare in the morning, but a little better at night. Or maybe it drops from a miserable 10 out of 10 down to, say, an 8 out of 10. That is fantastic news. It means your nausea is not a fixed state. If it can change at all, it can be influenced to change for the better. Does the smell of coffee make you want to run for the hills, but the thought of lemonade and pickles sounds like heaven? If so, congratulations. Your body just gave you a vital clue. These triggers aren't just random annoyances. They are specific pieces of information pointing directly toward nutrient and energy imbalances that we can actually work to correct. Oh, this one is huge. If you've noticed your nausea gets way worse after a stressful day or a bad night's sleep, that's because your nervous system is playing a major role here. Your body's ability to tolerate all those hormones is directly linked to your stress levels. So that means that calming your nervous system can directly improve how you feel. And this brings us right to sign number 4. If you feel even a tiny bit better after drinking some water with electrolytes, or getting a little rest, or finally getting something in your stomach, it proves your body is responsive. It's telling you exactly what it needs. Our job is just to learn to speak its language and give it more of what it's asking for.
Now, if this isn't your first pregnancy, think back for a second. Was your nausea worse last time? Or maybe it was better? Any difference at all, no matter how small, is proof that this is not your destiny. Something in your internal hormonal environment was different then, which means it can be shifted again now with the right kind of support.
Maybe it's just 5 minutes right after you wake up, or a single hour in the afternoon where you suddenly think, wow, I feel a little better. That right there is proof that your body knows how to reset itself. Those moments are pure gold. The goal isn't to magically eliminate nausea overnight, it's to stretch those nausea-free moments into nausea-free hours and then into nausea-free days. And finally, you have to listen to that little voice inside you. You know the one that whispers, "This can't be it. I don't have to just suffer through this for 3 months." That intuition, That's the part of you that remembers what balance feels like. And let me tell you, that little voice is absolutely right. There is another way.
So, the most important thing to take away from all of this is actually pretty simple, but it's profound. Your body is not failing you. It is not broken. It is working incredibly hard, and it is simply asking for a very, very specific kind of support to handle this wild hormonal change.
And let me be perfectly clear, if you just listened to those 7 signs and recognized even one of them in your own experience, then there is real, tangible hope. It means your morning sickness is not a life sentence for the first trimester. It is absolutely, unequivocally fixable. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. What if the entire strategy needs to change? What if the key to feeling like yourself again isn't about fighting what your body is doing, but about finally stopping and listening and giving it the support it has been asking for all along?